Hello there, kiddos. This is Dark-Minded Sith, and welcome to the second and last epilogue video for Banjo-Kazooie. In this video, I'll be showing the Stop and Swop codes and the Stop and Swop locations that you've seen, randomly throughout the Let's Play, but I'm going to show how to officially unlock those locations. And I'm going to go into a little bit of tad bit sort of extra information about the game, things like that. But the main thing we'll be tackling is the Stop and Swap codes and such. Now most Banjo-Kazooie fans and such know what Stop and Swap allegedly was supposed to do and everything, so I don't want to babble about it for too long because I feel like people can just kind of look it up and such. But long story short, it involved the second game, Banjo-Tooie, doing certain stuff in the sequel, which would allegedly allow you to be able to do secret stuff in Banjo-Kazooie that you could not do until the sequel came out. And it involved taking your cartridge of Tooie, swapping it around with Kazooie, and then being able to do secret stuff. Hence the title Stop and Swap. You stop the game, swap the cartridges around, and then you can do secret and special stuff. Now this allegedly didn't come to pass, but a lot of fans like to play through the game and say that perhaps the Stop and Swap stuff is still somewhere in the game, even though a lot of evidence has suggested it isn't. But if you want more information about that, you can just Google it and such. I don't want to go on too much about what it was and what it did, but I'm going to be showing the locations of those because you can actually get some of these items with cheat codes, and they don't do anything, but you can still get them if you desire. So I'm going to be showing those locations and cheat codes. So on that note, let's get started. In order to put in these codes, you of course come here to the code chamber in Treasure Trove Cove. Now to start each of these codes, it requires you to put in the word cheat. And every time you put in a letter in the word cheat, it's going to be indicated by a cow sound or some kind of moo. So as you see, I'll come over here and put in the letter C, and that made a cow noise, and letter H, and that'll make a cow noise, and then it'll do the same for all the letters in the word cheat. So all of these codes, and pretty much every code as far as I know, except for the Cheeto ones, all the random codes you can get in Banjo-Kazooie start with the word cheat, and then you put in the other code. Alright, so I'm going to be given the codes for the Stop and Swap items, and then show the locations and such. Okay? So the first one is right here in Treasure Trove Cove. That Stop and Swap item is inside of that giant rock. And in order to open that up and get the Stop and Swap item inside, you have to go to the code chamber in Treasure Trove Cove, and you have to put in the following code. Cheat. Out of the sea it rises to reveal more secret prizes. Alright, so after you put that code in, that'll open up the rock, Shark Food Island, and you can go inside and get the Stop and Swap item, or the egg basically. Okay, and that puts us in this room. Now, Mumbo already showed this place and his pictures, so I'm not really going to show this for too much, but basically the Stop and Swap egg will be on top of that, and you can climb on top of it just like we saw in Mumbo's picture. So now let's move on to the next egg. Okay, so the next egg is located here in Gobi's Valley, outside of this little temple area here. In order to open that door up, you need to put in the following code. Cheat. A desert door opens wide, ancient secrets wait inside. Alright, and that'll open that door up, and you can come inside into the tomb, and the Stop and Swap egg will be inside the coffin. I already showed this location, and then Mumbo also showed this with the pictures, so I don't really need to spend too much time here. Just know that the egg will be inside of that tomb there. Alright, now let's move on to the third egg. Okay, so the third egg is down here in the cellar in Mad Monster Mansion, inside of this little barrel here. In order to open this barrel up, you need to put in this code. Cheat. don't you go and tell her about the secret in the cellar. And that'll open that barrel up, and then you can go inside and get the egg just like the other ones. So now let's move on to the 4th egg. Okay, the next egg is in the bathroom in Mad Monster Mansion. The egg will appear around this area. In order to get the egg to appear here, you put in this code. Cheat. Amidst the haunted gloom, a secret. In the bathroom. And that'll make the egg appear there, and you can get it like the others. Now let's move on to the 5th one. Okay, the next one's in Rusty Bucket Bay. As you can see, I'm at the front of the ship. If you go in the window right here on the right towards the front of the ship, you'll be in this room, and that's where the next egg is. It'll appear right on this bed here. In order to make the egg appear there, you put in this wonderful code. Cheat. This secret you'll be grabbing in the captain's cabin. And that'll make the egg appear on the bed, and you can get it. Now let's move on to the last egg. And the last one is here in Nabnut's house in the winter time. It has to be the winter, not the others. The egg will appear on this table right there. So in order to make the egg appear there, you put in the following code. Cheat. Now Banjo will be able to see it on Nabnut's table. And that'll make the egg appear on the table in Nabnut's house in the wintertime. And that does it for all the Stop and Swap codes for the eggs. The last one is the infamous ice key in Freeze's Peak. In order to open this up to where you can gain access to get this key, you put in this code. Cheat. Now you can see a nice ice key which you can have for $12.50. That'll break this glass and open the door up so you can come inside and get the ice key. Yeah, you're racist. And that concludes all the Stop and Swap stuff and all the epilogue stuff, which means, whoa, that concludes the Let's Play. Holy crap. It's done. It's really done. Yay! Yay, our journey is complete. Come on, Bottles, let's celebrate. Well, okay, fine then. I'll party without you. No, come on. We have to party. Come on, man. It's a celebration. Wait a... No. No, it's been a long journey. No! Don't do it, Bottle!
Banjo's game ends in my tower. Turn it up, I need full power.
This should be fine. I mean... We saved the day already. Things should be okay. Wait a minute, I already saved you, Tootie. What's going on? Oh. Ooh, nice legs. Nice. Oh. What?
Look at her.
Oh, I mean, I'm much prettier than Tootie. And you've got a different voice now, but you're still rhyming. I admired that.
Grunty Dice, go back to Bumbo Skull, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Banjo, your sister wants a word with you. Now.
Oh, you gained a lot of weight in a matter of 14 seconds. Well, game over, I guess. Our journey is over. Goodbye.